Welcome to the next episode of the Michigan Dynasty. Today we take on 1-3 Iowa. Let's see how this goes. Thanks for watching and go blue.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to him on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call.
Oh, they blocked the kick. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. So Iowa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's Underwood. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Moore. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. But the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but that earlier miss could have influenced this decision. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level, creating big lanes for this running back.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Second down coming up. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. And they're able to get him down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Punch it out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Patterson. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the run, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give on the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets it to him on the screen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
Man, most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. Steamrolls his way ahead. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything. There he goes! Still on his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Patterson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we've got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hester. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Sullivan. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. On the move at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On the ground, it's Patterson. Shakes off the defender. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Used to play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drop. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw at Sullivan. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take. Back. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sullivan. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off-play action on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they did.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it on the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. Opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw at Sullivan. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Sweet cut there. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do
Michigan
it.
dominates at home against the Hawkeyes of Iowa, winning 63-3.
Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination.
Underwood, 15 of 19, 215 and 2 scores. Hertzfried, 3 of 4, 15 yards and a touchdown.
And man, it was pedal to the metal
Haynes,
right from the opening kickoff.
31 for 222 and 3 touchdowns, while Jordan Marshall also has 24 carries, 183 yards and 3 touchdowns. Frederick Moore, 9 receptions, 124 yards, touchdown. Zach Marshall had a 10-yard touchdown, as did Samaj Morgan. No interceptions today. Kicking-wise, Blake 0 for 1 on field goals, 9 for 9 on extra points, though. And 2 punts from Borges for 80 yards. Well, the Wolverines defeat the Hawkeyes 63-3. See you next week. Cameron Brandt and Justice Haynes get Player of the Week. So, we'll see you next week when we play Penn State. Thanks for watching, and go Blue.